grit beats talent every single time. Introducing the new BF Goodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
The international race attracts drivers and off-road racing enthusiasts from all over the world.
Off-road racing is important to Boston Science because, simply put, it tests the envelope and it clearly makes or breaks the progression aspect of what we do and why we do it. The racers out here are the 1% pushing it to its full potential. This is a proving ground for every aspect of lighting.
Yuma and Imperial Valley, get ready! It's the Alexander Ford Summer Sales Event, and it's the most aggressive incentive program ever. Trade in any 2014 to 2023 vehicle and get 100% of its original factory MSRP toward a brand new Ford. Got a 2010 through a 2013? You'll get exclusive trade pricing too. Plus 0% financing, 0 down and no payments for 90 days. A fresh shipment of new Fords just arrived, but they won't last. Bring your vehicle and get 100% of its original MSRP. Alexander Ford, a difference you can count on.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here once again with your Method Race Wheels Fishgistics update, brought to you by Fox Racing Shocks. You guys having fun yet? Did you eat some lunch? It's 2 o'clock Pacific time, and that means it is time for our 4th hourly update of the 2025 Best in the Desert Vegas to Reno. Well, we've had some little bit of drama so far. We had a little bit of drama in the Ultra 4 class. We had a little bit of drama in the UTV class, and towards the front, really hasn't been too much drama yet. But you know what's been really cool is this new system called watchparty.cc. If you guys haven't seen our earlier updates, you're going to want to go to that website. Go there on a desktop or a laptop, though. It works much better than on your phone. You check this out. It's fully customizable. It's basically like Sunday Ticket in the palms of your hand for off-road racing. On the left side here, you can see all these guys that are live. The S is for the Starstream system. So if you have a Starstream system, it's listed over here. And then if you don't, if you have a YouTube stream, it's listed over here if it's live. It's pretty cool. You can totally configure it. These are the cars that we're watching right now. And this is a bummer right here. So look at Travis Williams here. It looks like they are stopped. So if we go over and we click on these dots and we maximize it, unfortunately, they are stopped. You can see that is live. You can see the dash lights kind of flashing the LEDs there with the camera. They are stopped, helmet off. Now, if you look at the truck, the front right corner definitely looks low, right? I didn't see what happened, but the cool thing is we can rewind. So let's try and find it. I'm going to try and find what happened for you guys. Let's see. Actually, all right, so we got to the end and it's still not there. So I'll try and find it. Does anybody know what happened to the Travis Williams vehicle? I didn't see it, and this thing rewound all the way here. So maybe if we open it on YouTube, let's see. There we go. All right, let's try it over here for a minute. Let's try and rewind it here. All right, we're gonna see what happened here. Looks like it's already broken there. Maybe just sitting weird. Let's see. Looks like they just came to a stop. Yeah. Doesn't look like anything's wrong in the front right. All right, they just came to a stop there. So, bummer for Travis and them bummer for them. I was looking to see if we could tell what happened. It looks like maybe a drivetrain or an engine issue or something there, but nothing super noticeable there on the Travis Williams team. Axle broke, Julie says. All right, so broken axle there. So bummer for Travis Williams, but that's what's cool about this. You can pop those out. See, now we know that, you know, Travis Williams is off, so we're going to take his camera off of here. We don't need that one on here anymore, so that frees up another spot. Now, here's Joe Tirana here at the top middle. This is your UTV overall leader. So we're going to click these 3 dots. We're going to maximize it. There's a look at your UTV overall leader right now. It's pretty cool. You can do that, and you can check in with them. So that's cool. Go over to watchparty.cc, configure all your cameras. It'll be super fun to watch all that throughout the day today. Now, if we go back to the racing map, we're going to go to racing tracks because I want to show you guys some stuff here. We did have some bikes finish already. We had a couple bikes finish. If we go over and look at the unofficial time, let me find the Open Pro. There it is, Open Pro. All right. So finish on the unofficial time. It looks like an 8:02:01 is going to be Shane Logan, and 8:04:59 is going to be Preston Campbell. So it does look like Shane Logan unofficially is going to be your bike winner with the N1. So they're going to be your overall winner in the bike and quad category. We don't know if they're going to be the overall winner out of the whole race because we still got to wait till the trucks finish, obviously. But it looks like Shane Logan's going to be your winner. We got to wait and see if there's any penalties or anything like that, and if the Best in the Desert time matches up with this. The fact that that's almost 3 minutes different, I'm going to say it's probably going to match up with this. It's not going to be 3 minutes off, most likely. Well, you never know, but it's probably not going to be 3 minutes off. So I think Shane Logan's going to be your winner, and the Preston Campbell team is going to be your second place, is what it looks like. So that is what's going on with the end of the race there in the bike category. Let's go and look at the trick trucks. Let's turn some classes off here. So trick truck update. We are going to show them. Hold on, we got to clear everybody and then just show the trick trucks. All right, so trick trucks. We have Tracy Graff is going to be in first still. So Tracy Graff is showing as first. Steve Olagus showing as second. This is physical, remember. This is not on time. Eric Husted, he had a couple issues earlier. He's back to third physical, it looks like. Fourth physical, Craig McCarthy. That is your top 4 physical. And then if we go back a little ways, the number 50, Joseph Hurling, is back there. That is going to be 5th. 6th is going to be John Bowers. And then 7th is going to be Mike Fry. So that is a look at your trick trucks. The class 1s were all broken earlier, so they were kind of out of the contention right away. So class 1's not going to do much today. There was only 3 of them anyways, so a little bit of a bummer for them. Let me try and hold on. Let's collapse these. Let's go to the 6100 because this is the best race in a 4-wheel vehicle today, is going to be these. So let me clear these. We're going to show you just 6100. So here we go. All right. 6100s. Let's zoom in and find the leader. Leader here is going to be Jason Coleman now. So that is a new physical leader, if it is correct. And there you go. Dane bounced back in front. So Dane Miller back in front. That's why you always got to watch the update time. That's why I said if it's correct. So Dane Miller is still in front, but Jason Coleman is in second, very close together. Justin Blauer is going to be third physical, it looks like. Fourth is going to be David Ziegler there. Fifth is going to be Trey Gibbs. So Trey Gibbs, I said keep an eye on him throughout today. He was actually second on time last time we looked. So he's fifth. Who else do we have in here? We got to zoom in a little bit more. We have Brent Fox, no surprise there. We got Mason Cullen, both of them going back and forth. Ryan Hancock, Jordan Poole there. Sam Berry next. Then we got Jordan Brenthal there. And then we have Larry, Team Caveman there. That's a look at your leaders in the top 10 or so in the 6100 class. So pretty good race with 6100s. But now we have to show you the best race of the day, which is going to be the UTV Pro class. So UTV Pro, look at all these. That's all the same class right there. That is insane. That is awesome. Over 67 vehicles or something like that, 65 cars in, in class. So let's see who's up at the front still. Joe Tirana took the pole yesterday. He wasn't started number 1, and he hasn't let it up yet. He's still in the lead. So we got Tirana in first. If you didn't join us earlier, Brock Heger had a little fire. They got it out. The car's okay, they're okay, but he's unfortunately out of the race, and his insane win streak has come to an end. So bummer for Brock, like we said earlier, but that's if you're looking for Brock, he's out of the race. In second place is going to be either Phil Blurton or Mitch Guthrie. I believe it's still going to be Phil. Let's see, 1408. Okay, it might be Mitch then, because look, he hasn't updated for 3 minutes, behind Phil and Cody Bradbury also. These guys are all updating so sporadically between each other. Here's what we know. See these 5 cars right there? They're the top 5, and we know that Joe Tirana is still in first. We know that. So I can tell you that much. So T51, see Mitch Guthrie, he's not ahead of Joe Tirana. I don't think. He's really close. So Joe, if we go look, we know he's got a camera, but it's been going off and on. So here's what we do. Come back over here. Let's look. Let's make Joe's full. Okay, so we got Joe's. I don't see any dust in front of Joe, right? So now let's close that one. Mitch Guthrie has a camera, but it was dirty earlier. But let me find it over here on the left. Let's see if they cleaned it. All right, Mitch Guthrie. Camera 2, that's the rear one. Camera 1, okay, they're cleaned it. So let's go. Let's move this to the top. Here's where it gets fun. Now, Joe Tirana's, of course, it goes off as soon as I was going to move it over. There we go. All right, we're going to move him, if it comes back on. We're going to go left, and then we're going to go left one more time. Okay, so top left is Joe Tirana. That is first place. Now look at Mitch. I see some dust. We're going to go full screen on Mitch. Let's turn on his audio. Clearly, he's right behind Joe Tirana right now. That is Joe's dust right in front of him that we're looking at on screen here. This is why this is so awesome. Pretty cool. This is a good battle right here. Now, I'm gonna turn this off for the sound off for a second. Okay, sound's back off. That is Mitch Guthrie currently running down Joe Tirana live on camera right here. Minimize it. Now, Phil Blurton in third, right? We're gonna go left. Look at that. Now our top 3, 1, 2, 3 in a row. So here's Phil Blurton. Let's go full screen on Phil Blurton. There's your third place car. He is currently trying to run down Mitch, I believe. See that dust? And we just saw Mitch come through right here. So now we're watching the third place car running down the second place car, and we just watched the second place car running down the first place car. There's the dust. See it? So this is epic. Let's listen to this sound. All right, so there's the sound. Now, we want to watch all of them, right? So let's minimize this. Now we got them at the top, these 3 right here. If you want it even bigger, you can do just 2 columns. That makes your preview a little bigger. Your page is going to be a little longer. But we have Joe Tirana right there first, Mitch Guthrie right next to him in second, and right below him, we have Phil Blurton in third. So that is your top 3 UTVs right now. All have cameras on, and we're watching them all run each other down live. That is pretty cool. That's what's awesome about this site. So this is, once again, watchparty.cc. It's free. Just go sign up for it. Pretty freaking cool to be able to do that. That's awesome. So let's see what else. If we go back to the map, we can show you. So we were watching, literally, we just watched Joe Tirana. We saw Kanan McCachran actually is in second. Sorry, his tracker's been all over. So he doesn't have a camera. Then we have Phil Blurton that we just looked at, Cody Bradbury. Let's see if he has a camera. And then Mitch Guthrie. So that is 3 of the top 5 cars there we just had right there. 1, 2, 3. Cody Bradbury, does he have a camera? There's so many people that have cameras now. I can't even remember who all has them. I don't see his name over here unless he's not YT Motorsports, right? You guys let me know if he has a camera, but I don't see Cody Bradbury anywhere over here. He's not S3. Yeah, so I know that Katie McCachran does not have a camera, but Cody Bradbury may. I'm going to put this back to 3 columns because I like to watch that at the top. So super fun. That's what we got going on here today. If we go look at the times, here, let me refresh this leaderboard real quick on Racing Tracks, and we go to UTV Pro. Here we go. All right, split times. Look at this. Cody Bradbury is actually winning by 1 second on unofficial time over Mitch Guthrie, who Mitch Guthrie is in second place on time. Phil Blurton is showing as in third. Kanan McCachran is fourth. Joe Tirana is all the way down to 6th. But look at the time. We're talking about 1:56 and 1:58 right here. Literally 2 minutes is separating them right now. Look, 1:58 all the way down here. The top 8 positions in UTV Pro are separated by less than 2 minutes on corrected time. That is a great race. I knew this was going to be a good one today. Everybody's here. All the top brands are here. All the top cars are here. It's going to be a good race. So we have 1, 2, and 3 within 17 seconds of each other. Look at 1:56.03 and 1:56.20. So 17 seconds corrected time right now, 125 miles into the race. it's only going to get better. We have 500 miles to go. So super cool. This is awesome to see. So between the racing tracks live timer right here, that's also integrated onto here. If you change this class on the right over here, we can go to UTV Pro right here. And this is the same time that we can see now on the right there, on the right of your screen. Where is it over here? Actually, on here. That is the same times we were just looking at. It pulls the data from racing tracks and puts it right there so you can keep an eye on it. I like looking at it myself here because I like to look back like a spot or two and see where they were before it and just see like if they made up time or if they lost time. Where this is cool because this tells you the most recent update that it has. And right over here on the right, you can see. And then if you click on it, it'll show you the prior ones. You just can't compare it to the other people. But the data is there. It's just not in the same format. So it's cool to go back and forth between the two. Just leave this on the right side of your screen while you're watching the videos, and you can kind of see if anybody moves up or down over there. And then if you want to, you go to Racing Tracks, and you can see it there. And then you can also go to the Racing Tracks map and watch it there. Or Watch Party does have a map, and you can watch it here as well. There's your options. All right. So that is what mile marker is the leader of UTV Pro. Well, we just looked at that. So if you go to the map, they're right here. So they're literally at mile 142 right this second, just updated about a minute ago. So they're almost to pit 4, the Cottontail pit. That's where the leader of the UTV Pro is. And look in front of them. There's, let's see who's in front of them. Hold on. I don't think they have clear air anymore. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, not too much. A little bit. So they're starting to catch more stragglers. Remember, they left like an hour gap. So they do have some clean air. So look at Joe. He's got nobody in front of him for 5, 10, about 15 miles is the next moving car that's in front of him. And it's some 6100s that obviously had some problems. And then Casey Curry obviously had some problems. These guys that are back here, they had some problems. So they're catching up to him. His clean air is going to be gone pretty soon. But that's what's happened there. All right, well, that'll do it. That'll do it for this update at 2 o'clock. Come back at 3 o'clock, and I'll be live. We'll be live all the way through the UTV finish today. We're going to follow and do updates all the way through the finishers of the UTV Pro class. Probably guess maybe around 8:30-ish tonight would probably be a good guess. Maybe 8:30, maybe 9. Between 8 and 9, let's just say that. I don't think they're going to finish before 8. 8:30 is probably going to be a good time they're going to finish Pacific time. So we'll be live every hour until then. So come on back in about 45 minutes at 3 o'clock for your next Fishgistics update. See you guys in just a little bit.